So we're gonna do some sturgeon fishing, and I'm looking for these little cigar shapes down here on the bottom. Those are sturgeon, and I'm just gonna drive around in the I think this is like Port of Portland, where they do the shipyard where they work on ships here. And this is a neat little sturgeon place. I don't mind giving this one away because everyone knows about it, but I'm going to continue to poke around in here and see if we can find little cigar shapes on the bottom, and then anchor up in an area where there might be some fish. We're at my sturgeon hole here on Swan Island, and I'll show you my rig here. I'm using a ugly stick, 7-foot ugly stick, with it's a medium action with an Okuma convector reel. This is 80-pound test braid line, and I didn't bring my sturgeon leader, so I just took some 80-pound test braid line and I made my own leader. And the hook, because I didn't have my sturgeon hooks, I'm using a 5/0, if you can see that, a 5/0 barbless. You have to use barbless out here on the Willamette River, so this is a 5-ounce, number 5/0 rather, barbless. And let me show you how I'm gonna put the bait on. I'm gonna fish with sturgeon. I'm gonna fish for sturgeon, but I'm gonna use herring as bait if I can lock my necklace here. So this is herring. And the way I like to set this up is I put the hook right here into the head, into the gill plate, and then twist it around. It works for me. Okay, and then yeah, probably should go this way. I twist it around like so. So it's coming out like this. Then what I like to do is do these half hitches, and that kind of keeps the sturgeon bait in place. Do a half hitch further up like that, and then another half hitch, and I just kind of half hitch it 5 or 6 times so that the bait doesn't move around as much on the bottom, and it doesn't have to be super pretty. I've seen some sturgeon fishermen, they make these wonderful half hitches. I like to go all the way down the fish, and so this is how it's going to look. And I might do another half hitch for good measure, maybe one more. All right, so now the leader went from like 4 foot to about 3 foot, and so this is going to be a sturgeon candy for these fish. So now I'm going to put a weight on it, and let me grab a weight. It doesn't have to be really heavy because I'm not in moving water, but sometimes on the Columbia you need to use a lot of weight. But this is a 12-ounce ball. I probably don't need a 12-ouncer, but I'm going to use it anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and just put it into the water and see if I can catch a fish. And I'm in about 43 feet, so maybe I'll just should probably tighten the drag. Okay, 43 feet. I'm going to take it down slow. You can also cast it but I find that in deeper water, by the time I cast it out, it kind of comes back at you. Okay, there's the bottom. So I'm going to hold bottom there and just make sure the line's tight. And I might bring this rod tip up a little bit. There you go. All right, that's called sturgeon fishing. And I just adjusted the drag a little bit on it, so if I get a big fish, I may have to adjust it some more. But let me let a little bit of line out. All right, now let's get a hit. Oh, right down here in the graph, you can see my line. That's me. People will say it's a fish or something like that, but that's actually my line. That's pretty slick. I don't know if I can see it on the big graph. Oh yeah, you can. So, right there on the big graph. Now we're fishing for sturgeon. I'm gonna eat my sandwich. And typically I always catch a fish when I start eating my sandwich. I don't know what it is, but that's good luck for me. So I'm gonna eat my sandwich. Do you see him yet? No. Oh, he's the bubbles over there. He's still waves. Oh, there he is. Ooh. I see him. Try and get him over on this side. Can you lift it up? Hang on. Okay, there you go. Woo! Hey, wait, was that the same one?
He might be.
I think. Oh, he's barely lipped. Okay, walk backward, and I'll just unpin him. Nice.
There we go. He's very similar in size.
Okay, come here, you. There he goes. Swam off, went upriver or downriver. Nice.
Well, I guess it still had something on there.
Good job. Okay.